Swing sets, a backyard essential for the sensory-seeking child. There's good reason why swings are so integral to sensory gyms and so often used by OTs working with children on the spectrum. Swinging is a fantastic and fun way to deliver sensory input to a child that craves vestibular stimulus, which is their sense of balance and movement. So, if you find yourself designing a backyard for a sensory-seeking kiddo on the spectrum, a swing set is perhaps one of the best things you can incorporate into your project. Hi there, welcome to Embrace by Design, the channel where we explore the intersection of design and neurodiversity. If you're new here and like what you see, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified when we release new content. In this video, we're going to be talking about why swings are so essential to designing a backyard for a sensory-seeking child. We'll first explore just a few of the many benefits swings offer autistic children before looking at how my wife and I incorporated this play structure into our own backyard, which we designed for our two children who are both on the autism spectrum and have sensory needs. We'll finish this video by exploring the sheer versatility of the swing set and how we use it to engage in back and forth interaction with our children. If you stick around to the end of this video, we'll show you how we even use our swing set to turn our backyard into a water park. So let's get started. First and foremost, swinging is a great way to improve balance and coordination. As children swing back and forth, they have to engage their core and leg muscles to maintain their position. This can help improve their overall body strength and coordination. Swinging can also provide a sense of security and calming effect for children on the spectrum. The rhythmic motion of the swing can be very soothing and can help reduce anxiety and stress. In addition to physical benefits, swinging can also help improve social skills. Swinging with other children or adults can provide an opportunity for children to interact with others in a fun and enjoyable way. It's also a great way for children to practice turn-taking and sharing. Swinging can also be used as a form of sensory integration therapy. The input from the vestibular and proprioceptive systems can help improve focus and attention and can be particularly beneficial for children who are seeking input in these areas. Now that we've covered why it's beneficial to include a swing set in your backyard project, let's look at some of the design considerations you'll encounter. First off, you'll need to determine what type of swing set to use. There are a ton of options out there to choose from, and a good place to start is the site itself. The space you have available and the actual site conditions are two factors that will help you narrow down the options considerably right off the bat. For example, while we have a relatively large backyard and thought it would be nice to incorporate a playhouse and slides into our swing set, we have a gently sloping yard which doesn't really lend itself to a structure that needs to be level. As such, we opted for a set that allows us to adjust the length of the legs to counteract the slope of the yard. Another design consideration that will help you narrow the choices down is the amount of money you're prepared to invest in the project. Like everything else, the cost of swing sets range from budget-friendly to the high-end. Factor in the length of time you anticipate the swing set being operational. If you're certain it will be used for many years to come, perhaps invest in a nicer set that offers additional elements to maximize the space, or that is somewhat future-proof and can grow along with your child. For us, we opted to go with perhaps the most budget-friendly option available and simply purchase metal brackets, pressure-treated lumber, and swings all separately. This setup was ideal for us because we could adjust the length of the legs to counterbalance the slope simply by cutting the wood down on one side. Additionally, because everything was a la carte, we could customize the setup to meet the specific needs of our children. By going with metal brackets, putting together the swing set could not have been easier, and I was able to do it completely by myself. The only tricky part was lifting the swing set up from the side position used for assembly to the upright position. When thinking about placement, consider orientation, operating space, and movement flow. For orientation, imagine the view from the vantage point of swinging. If that view is problematic, say, for example, it puts the swinging child in an unobstructed line of sight with the path of the sun, Perhaps alter the swinging orientation so sunshine won't be an agitating factor. Also consider not just the space needed for the swing set itself, but also the space needed to create a safety zone around it. On this point, think about the flow or the path that people take to and around the swing set. Ask yourself, if the child decides to jump off the swing, will their landing zone fall onto the traffic path used by others? If so, again, reconsider placement. Also, think about the visual rhythm the swing set makes with other elements in the yard. If the swing set is one of the largest visual elements in the yard, can you balance it with something equally large on the other side? Universally, humans prefer symmetry over asymmetry. So, if there's a way to incorporate balance into the vista of the swing set, it will be more pleasing to look at. Once the swing set is designed and installed, it of course will be utilized. On this topic, we thought it would be useful to highlight some of the specific ways in which we use the swing set to engage with our own autistic children. If you have examples of a play-based fun activity you use for therapeutic interaction with a kiddo on the spectrum, we encourage you to add it to the comments below. The more ideas we gather here, the more useful this video will be for our community. While at first glance the swing set can appear to offer only one function, we think that you'll find, as we did, that using different types of swings and layering in additional sensory elements, such as misting from a garden hose, makes the swing set endlessly versatile. Take for example the way that we use the middle swing spot to switch from a trapeze bar to a saucer swing. We incorporate an inner tube with a saucer swing to provide a backrest for the kids and to keep them from sliding around too much when they're swinging solo. The inner tube also gently hugs their body, which has a calming effect and offers a sense of security. The 3-spot setup works perfectly for us because it enables each child to have their own dedicated spot on each end, while the middle spot is shared. When the kids are swinging on their respective sides, the single parent can engage with both of them simultaneously. Since the middle spot is more neutral territory, it naturally lends itself to turn-taking activities and allows the children to practice sharing. If only one child is utilizing the swing set, you're able to expand into all 3 spots and install a hammock, which offers 2 forms of sensory input. The hugging effect of a hammock applies pressure to the joints and muscles to provide calming proprioceptive stimulus, while the swinging works to provide vestibular input. One fun way we use our swing set that has nothing to do with swinging is to feed a perforated hose through the anchor's eyelets and attach a garden hose to it. Water shoots out the holes and the swing set creates the perfect structure for kids to run underneath on a hot summer's day. Our son, who absolutely loves cars, even uses this setup as a car wash. By attaching a misting or sprinkler device to your swing set, you can create your own water park right in your backyard. The water offers another element to the sensory-seeking child, and it keeps kids cool when the temperatures are high. In this video, we explored just a few of the many reasons why swing sets are essential considerations for anyone designing a backyard play area for a sensory-seeking child. And we hope that you found it useful. If you did, and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Likewise, if you have engaging, play-based swing activities you use with a sensory-seeking child, we encourage you to share them in the comments below for the consideration of other people within our community. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on another video by Embrace by Design.